Hey, hey, hey. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Sorry there's been no streams this week, but I've been very busy, very swamped with a lot of stuff going on. But we're here now, and we're going to play Sonic Rivals because why not? Sub K, Ray Noir, kilometers per minute, Iger J, Leaf Free, Dot T, Gesukai, some guy. Usual suspects are here. You know, the game is decent when Pariah feels like playing the game. I guess. The real reason I want to play Rivals today is because someone showed me that you can hack PSP games to get them to run at 60 FPS. And I was like, oh, really? So I tested it for a little bit in the Rivals games, and it works like perfectly. And I'm like, whoa, this makes the games a lot more enjoyable. So I want to play through them now at 60 FPS and see how that is. So that's what we're gonna do. I felt like playing Lost World. I didn't feel like playing it. That wasn't the plan, Iger J. I was going to stream just my previous playthrough, but then that fell through. So that's a different circumstance. Peak Rivals gameplay? I mean, I haven't played the game since I did that video way back, so I'm going to be out of practice, but I think I'm okay at Riders. Time to play Ring Racers? Yeah, I saw that came out. I'm gonna have to check that out sometime soon. Is Mania the next game for Swag? It is, yes. We are at the final stretch. Only, I guess 5 games left, counting Dream Team. Which is exciting, because most of those games are not very long. The only one that's going to take a while to play through is Frontiers, so I should be able to get through the rest of those relatively quickly. What's the next game you forgot? Sonic was always good. It'll be Mania, of course. Me talking startled you. You had me in the background. Well, that's what you get for putting me in the background. Why do I like Shiro Maikawa's take on Sonic? Because it's mostly true to the original idea of Sonic. It's just a little snarkier, a little more actiony, a little more shonen-y. And I think that works for what they were going for with, you know, the adventure era of Sonic. Yeah, Iger J. The thing is, the 2D levels in the 3DS Lost World, they're fine. It's just please pull out the camera, please. Might I come back to Zelda videos? Yes, but probably after I finish Sonic. Will I review Sonic Runners? No. I was considering doing it, but it's just an auto runner. I really do not have much to say about it. Other than it has amazing music, but I can say that in another video. I've probably already said it before. So how long until we have the end of an era? Actually, Solbinku, I was like organizing my video plans for the future, and I literally like counted it out and labeled it. I have exactly 30 more Sonic videos that I want to make. So that is it, and that counts fan game stuff I want to do, and even Sonic-like games that I want to cover, like Freedom Planet or Spark. So 30 more Sonic videos is the plan. I mean, the plan will probably change. I sometimes have ideas for videos. I'm like, nah, I'm actually not going to make that video. And sometimes just spur of the moment, I get ideas for videos that I want to make, so it'll probably be a little bit different than that, but that's the current plan. So you believe the schedule is Sonic Forces and Frontiers? Actually, I think I'm going to do Mania and then Superstars, and then I'll do Forces and Frontiers together. Because Superstars is like trying to be the sequel to Sonic Mania, and then, you know, you get 2 classic games, and then Forces and Frontiers, and those games definitely have a lot of relation to each other to talk about, so I feel like that makes more sense. I haven't been going in chronological release order with all my videos up to this point. Why would I start now? I really don't want to play Forces. People keep making that joke all the time. If there's a gap right now, people are going to start being like, man, he really doesn't want to play Sonic Mania. A real life Pariah stream, as opposed to what other kind of Pariah stream? 2 classic games in a row, more positivity videos now. Yeah, we've been through like the roughest patch of Sonic for me. All the garbage. Although I still have to talk about like the movies and shit. Speaking of the movies, I've actually been watching a lot of stuff, not related to the channel, just I've been watching stuff. But you know what I did watch? I watched 2 movies that feature Jim Carrey quite prominently. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. That's right, I watched The Mask and The Truman Show. I don't know why, I just had a weird desire to go on a Jim Carrey double feature. The Mask is not very good, but Truman Show, very, very good movie. Oh, some people like The Mask? I did not like it. I did not think it was funny. When will I explain why Ian Flynn writing is bad? When I talk about the comics, which I'll probably do after the Forces story video, considering the IDW comics build off of that. Ace Ventura? I never watched Ace Ventura. I missed it as a kid, and I don't really feel much desire to go back to it. Watch a Zack Snyder movie. I mean, I have watched Zack Snyder movies. I don't think I've liked a single one that I've watched. Liar Liar, never watched that. I saw a trailer for it, and I was like, it's not really jumping out at me so much. What is up with all this Mask love? That movie is not good. Have I seen Oppenheimer? Yeah, I saw Oppenheimer. Didn't super love it, to be honest. Post on the updated Shadow Story in the community tab. Oh yeah, I still gotta do that. I'll get around to it. Demon Turf playthrough when? I have the game. I haven't played through it. I probably want to do a video on it. I don't know if I'd stream it. Maybe. Maybe not. This is probably the kind of game I'd kind of just want to enjoy for myself. Actually, I very recently did something I haven't done in a very long time. I bought a game just for me that I wanted to play. I haven't played it yet, but I'll have some time hopefully this weekend. I picked up a game called Skur Ritual that just came out. That's like a Call of Duty Zombies inspired indie game, which is cool. I love Call of Duty Zombies, and it's exciting to see someone take a crack at that formula. So I'm looking forward to playing that game. I guess I also picked up Helldivers too. That's also a game I've been playing on my own, but I've been playing that like with friends. Friends are like egged me on to get it. Skur Ritual was just like I saw the game and I'm like, I want to play that game. So I bought it, which is something I don't do very often, weirdly. Maybe I'm just wrong? No, that's impossible. Thoughts on Robotnik's Ring Racers? Haven't played it yet, but I'll check it out. You picked up Sekiro and Doom 2016 last weekend. Now the MC5 is on sale, and God, you immediately need to need to do another purchase. Those are some good games. Sekiro, Doom, DMC5. Those are some of the finest action games on the market. Will I pick up Freedom Planet 2? I already have Freedom Planet 2. I haven't played it yet, though. Have I tried Yellow Taxi Girl's Room? I have not, but the game looks cool. I want to check it out. Am I sleeping well? No. Most of the time, the answer to that question is no. But I'm trying to do better about it. Have I heard Kishimoto wants Japanese writers for the next game? He doesn't like Ian. Is that true? Can anyone verify that? Because I've not heard any of this stuff. Wait, Ring Racers has a 15-minute long unskippable tutorial? What? That is true, yeah. Ian will be fired, trust the plan, 2 more weeks. What plan? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, Iger J. That's why I really want to get my sleep under control, because having long-term sleep problems is very detrimental to your health. And working overnight for like 7 years did not help. That really fucked me up badly. If I play Frontiers in Japanese, you notice Kishimoto basically said fuck it and wrote his own story. I mean, that's the case for every English-written Sonic game. Whenever they do the Japanese localization, they rewrite tons of it. He said that Flynn's writing made him think Western writing lagged substance and subtext. Where is this coming from? I've not heard this anywhere. Is this like a new interview or something? Because I would agree with him, at least when we're talking about Ian's writing. Really? He said this? Huh. That is really interesting. I mean, Kishimoto did direct Secret Rings and Black Knight and Colors, which the creative elements of that were very Sonic. So he understands Sonic, he knows what's up, so I could see him not being satisfied with the kind of script that Ian did in Frontiers. You thought Kishimoto wrote the story and Ian just wrote the dialogue? Well, the way it typically works with like English writers with Sonic is that Sonic Team and the creatives make up like the premise and the ideas, and then they hand like an outline to a writer and say, write it out. So that's what happens, which is why you get weird tonal conflicts with like Forces or Colors, because the Japanese creators are trying to do one thing, and then the English writers are trying to do another thing, and it creates weird conflict. Sonic Twitter made a whole debacle about it last week. I'm not on Twitter, so I completely missed it. Wasn't the Japanese story bad? In Frontiers, I haven't actually looked at the translation by Wendy yet, but from what I could glean playing the game in Japanese, it seemed kind of a bit better to me. Mainly just because it didn't have all the dialogue that I hate from Ian. Oh, it's a GameFAQs topic? Well, I mean, that's some exaggerated shit, right? I'd need to see the actual interview and what he actually said. Frontiers JP scripts suck, people just prefer it because it's Japanese? I'd have to look at the full translation. When I do the story video, I will talk about all of it. They changed all the character arcs in Japanese? I mean, good. They needed changing. Alright, how about we start playing some video games, eh? Does anybody want to do that? Let's see if I can pull this up correctly. And then I do a little bit of that. There we go. I guess we'll do a story playthrough. Whose story should we do? We should probably do Shadow, right? Because it's the year of Shadow, and everything's all Shadow right now, and whatever. Yeah, people are saying Shadow. Oh yeah, by the way, how's the volume? I guess you have to get in the game, because the menus are kind of quiet. Oh, you can't skip the cutscenes. Alright, I'm gonna mash through these, because I do not care. Too quiet? Okay, I'll up it a bit to, like, thereabouts. We'll see how that is. Oh, now people are saying the audio is okay. So does that mean I can... Should I lower it now? Let me get into the gameplay. It's okay? It's good? Alright. I got the little race suit on, because this is off of my completed save file. Good enough. Let me know if it's like a little on the loud side, because I'd prefer it to be slightly too quiet than slightly too loud, so you could all hear me well. This game feels so much better at 60 FPS. Audio's good? Okay. The volume's perfect? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna trust y'all. Don't let me down. Like you did last time. I'll never be the same after what happened last time. Most PSP games ran at like 20 or 30 frames, it seems. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of the early 3D gaming handheld consoles were like that. DS games ran at fucking horrible frame rates if they had actual 3D elements. Game seems to be fun when it looks this fluid. Yeah, I like Sonic Rivals. I talked about this in my Rivals video, that these games are like spin-offs, but like when you look at the core gameplay, it's really not that different from a Sonic game. It's got the multi-tiered elements, it's got slope jumping even. The physics are whack as fuck, but hey, if that didn't count as a mainline Sonic game, most Sonic games wouldn't be mainline. So it's kind of in this like weird middle ground place where it could be a mainline Sonic game, I guess. But it's not, because it's Sonic Rivals and no one cares. Kind of reminds you of runners. Well, it's not an auto runner. I do have actual control here. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. Is this a good game? I think so. I mean, it's not like an amazing game, but I think it's pretty fun. If you like Sonic games, you can have a good time with it. Oh, fuck. Fuck that up. Fuck that up. This is the only Sonic game not released in Japan. Weren't the Sonic Boom games on 3DS not released in Japan? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Very fun in multiplayer? Yeah, I think this game would be fun in multiplayer. I mean, it's probably total bullshit with all the items and the jankiness, but it does seem like a fun game to play with like two experienced Sonic players. I think it could be a good time. I mean, I think a lot of Sonic multiplayer would probably be very fun. Like, I haven't played it since I was a little kid with an actual person. Oh god, Silver fucked up my controls. He, like, screws up with your inputs as a special. Back in the day when I was a kid, I played Sonic Adventure 2 multiplayer, SA2 Battle, with a friend, and we had so much fun with that, but I haven't played it in so long since I, like, learned how to really play Sonic games and stuff. And if I did now, I'd have no one to play with, because no one I know is as good as me at Sonic games. But I would love to play some Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, multiplayer with some people. I think that would be super fun. There is an SA2 online multiplayer. Yeah, but it's probably, like, terrible online. That works very poorly. Also, I don't like anything where you gotta do, like, Discord stuff to play games online. Oh, Boom did come to Japan? Huh. I didn't know that. Have I tried Battle R? Yeah, I tried it. Not for very long, just like a minute to give it a look. By the way, Just John 43. I wanted to mention, I recognized your username when I saw, like, a comment from you in a video or something. I was like, where have I seen that before? So I checked your channel, and yeah, you're the guy working on... You're the person, I should say. Don't want to assume. Working on that Sonic 2 8-bit reimagining. Very cool-looking fan game. I like the unique visual style that you have there, where it's like a kind of a drawn thing. It's looking pretty cool. Bosses in this game, would you believe it, suck. Thoughts on Devil May Cry, the first one? I have not played the first Devil May Cry to completion. I tried it and was like, It's just, once you've played things like DMC3, it feels so primitive. There's voice acting in this game? Yes. But, like, not very much. Like, in the cutscenes, it's just, like, little lines of, heh, and that's it. Do I hate my job? Yes. I work at a grocery store. It sucks. Back when we both hang out in the AYZ, the what now? What is that? There's a good chance the cashiers will be replaced by robots. That's true. I mean, I'd be okay with that, because jobs like that are fucking horrible. Oh, Alex Yard, okay. Will I be watching the Knuckles show? No. They already do that with self-checkout? It's true, but places usually still have cashiers. But I don't do that anyway. I work in the produce section, so I, like, put out all the shit. And it's fucking boring, but, you know, whatever. This game good? I think so. It's an alright game. Fun time, I would say. These, like, fucking catch-up mechanics are so stupid. They remove those in Rivals too, thankfully. You worked at retail? Not fun? Yeah, exactly. I mean, literally everyone who's ever worked retail is gonna say it sucks. I don't think there's a single person on planet Earth that'll be like, oh yeah, I loved working at Walmart. Fucking Knuckles, motherfucker, fucked me up. Chaos Control, bitch. Slow the fuck down, why don't you? How many seconds can you move in the frozen time? And it's little pay, too. Yeah, it's like soul-crushing, boring as fuck work. That can also be very stressful sometimes, and you get paid like shit. I say, please replace those jobs with robots. Is being a YouTuber my dream job? No, I would ideally like to write, but YouTubing is pretty cool. If this could become my, like, main source of income, that'd be awesome. I'd love that. You're sure people will be interested in my thoughts about the Knuckles show? Yeah, but I'm not interested in wasting my time, so I don't want to watch the Knuckles show. Same goes with teaching, because everybody blames the teacher and no one backs you up. Oh yeah, teaching is like a horrible job, because it's such an important job that is so poorly treated and poorly paid. Who gives a fuck about the Knuckles show? Somebody. Somebody's excited for it. Did that come out? I think it was coming out like this week or something, right? Is it out yet? Have people watched it? Tomorrow? Okay. Fans of the movie, obvious. Shit! I was reading chat and I missed the passivity trap, and now I'm all the way down here. Fucking hell. I see Robotnik's Ring Racers came out? Yes. Very cool. Haven't played it yet, though. I saw it in the trailer. They have a loop in that game. How did the fuck... What? I thought you couldn't do loops in SRB2 because Doom. How the fuck did they do that? What the hell? That's unbelievable. Extremely impressive. I hope that tech gets brought over to SRB2 itself in the future. they're probably automated. I just mean from a technical perspective. I thought loops weren't physically possible in that engine. Yes, Sonic Was Always Good guy is, in fact, streaming. Streaming one of them good Sonic games right now. Oh, I was supposed to go forward there, not up. They are physics-based loops? Damn. Very impressive. The real passivity trap is the chat itself. Yeah, don't look at chat. That's the ultimate in being passive. Ring Racers has momentum too. I mean, that's to be expected. Almost every racing game ever has momentum. This boss really sucks. But it looks like the Egghawk from Sonic Heroes. Fucking Christ. We talking real momentum or Sonic Tuber momentum? I'm talking real momentum. Although I wouldn't say that's Sonic Tuber momentum, I would say that's Sonic fan momentum, because everyone talks about it that way. You like the music? Yeah, the music is pretty good in these games. I do like Race to Win, the main theme of Rivals 2. They're like, we gotta have a butt rock vocal main theme for our Sonic game. How could we not? Shit! Would I like to write a real Sonic story for a game? Absolutely. The TSR video does feel like a sobering reality check. Yeah, a lot of comments on that video are talking about how depressing it was. I mean, and I guess it kind of is, but those were not new thoughts for me. I've thought about this for a long time. It's a shame, but I have just accepted that Sonic is dead as a character, unfortunately. Unless apparently that stuff about Kishimoto not liking Ian's writing is real. Look, slope jumps, they're in this game. Also, good zone theming in this game that actually fits with the story premise. This is supposed to take place on Onyx Island, which is Angel Island from the future. And so the zones have a similar feel to them, you know? This is similar to Carnival Night. The last zone was like Greek/Roman type ruins, like Marble Garden. First zone, obviously, very Angel Island. They paid attention. Good stuff. Also, I really like the visual design of this game. It's very akin to, like, the stuff we see in Sonic Heroes, which it feels like a great modernization of classic Sonic visuals and aesthetic. It was very good. I dig it. This is kind of how I would like Sonic to look. They did a pretty good job with the technical limitations of the PSP as well. I'm amazed at how much of this level design I remember. I guess I did have to play this game 4 times for the video. But then, yeah, you get these speed sections where it's literally just hold right for the whole thing, and it's really lame. Better backgrounds in Superstars? Yeah, because they're, like, actually 3D and dynamic, which is nice. One of the biggest things that I feel I guess it makes sense considering Superstars is a co-op game, but that I really dislike about it is the fact that they don't do any dynamic camera stuff. Like, Generations was 2D classic type stuff, but they had the camera swinging all around, and they had, like, the level would turn, and you start going in a different direction, and the paths would, like, twist around each other. That's super cool. And they don't do any of that in Sonic Superstars, because I assume it's because with the multiplayer, the camera has to be, like, locked down so everyone can see, right? So if it was twisting and turning, then players would be on different planes, and that would fuck everything up. It's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have made the co-op then. The only thing Superstars does make you go to the foreground. Yeah, it does like the Donkey Kong Country Returns things. But I should have done more. Probably is too cynical to be a writer for Sonic. I mean, I'm cynical as a person, but I can write stuff that, you know, has a bright, cheery, optimistic tone. I actually, these days in particular, I really like things that are very, like, positive and optimistic feeling. And, like, very genuine. I'm very much sick of, like, the sarcastic, self-depreciating garbage that is mainstream entertainment. This game looks weird. It is kind of weird. What subjects did I enjoy at school? Science has always been fascinating to me. I breezed through science class as a student without even trying, because I just found it so fascinating that I didn't have to study or do anything. I was just paying so much attention. Oh god, I did all the fuck-ups. After the pandemic, you just want to consume happy and cheery stories? Understandable. I think it was during the pandemic I watched all the Bill and Ted movies for the first time, and that's a perfect example of, like, those kinds of cheery, positive, genuine stories that I'm really enjoying these days. Because Bill and Ted, those movies are fucking hilarious. I love them. Especially the first one, I think, is such a fantastic movie. Oh yeah, I forgot. Act 2 of this zone is just a remix of Act 1. None of the other zones are like that, but this one is. Very weird. Favorite subject other than science? I didn't really, care too much for a lot of other subjects. I guess math was okay. You can imagine me interning at a lab? Honestly, I'd love to do that. I was actually looking for, jobs at a local science center by me, but they're currently not hiring, unfortunately. And I was like, damn it! I could totally do that job. Presenting, talking about science, teaching people. I do that shit with video games on this goddamn channel. I've got experience with this kind of stuff, and I love science. Give it to me, I could do it! So maybe that's something I could do in the future, is some, like, science communication stuff or something. That'd be cool. I love being a scientist? Probably not. Being a scientist is a really boring, tedious job. You gotta be a very particular type of person to be a scientist. Did I go to college? No, I did not, because I have foolishly been trying to be a writer. But I've actually been thinking about maybe going back to school. We'll see. Probably a science teacher? We were talking before about being a teacher is an awful job. I wouldn't want to do that. Fucker. Definitely go to community college. That's exactly what I was thinking of doing. Do night classes. I could potentially do that. I have to see. It's only something that I've recently started thinking about. I don't know if I will. Ow, bitch. Wow, and then he fucked up. Dumbass AI. Oh yeah, these ring magnets are, like, totally pointless. Rings don't do anything in this game. I mean, they, like, unlock you stuff for, like, achievements or whatever, but from a gameplay perspective, the magnet power-up does nothing. It doesn't help you at all in the race. Fuck! I was reading chat again! This is a bad game to play on stream, I just realized. Yeah, that's exactly why I was thinking community college, Gesekai, because then I could, like, shop around and see what I'm feeling of what I might want to do. We'll see. We will see. Actually, another thing that I've been doing recently, because I don't have enough things on my plate, and I was like, I should do another thing. I've got plenty of time. Is I have gotten back into experimenting around with game design. Because I have experimented a little bit in the past with, like, designing board games and card games, and I was kind of onto something that was pretty fun, but I was having trouble with the design, and I ended up just dropping it. But I've picked up the game again recently and worked on the design some more, so I want to make a prototype and play it with my friends on my next game night. And who knows, maybe it could be a thing. Am I into drawing? No, I cannot draw at all. Try the game dev? Yeah, game dev would be something I would not at all dislike doing, obviously. Is this part of Sonic Was Always Good? I mean, this is just me playing a game on stream. I've already covered the Rivals games in Sonic Was Always Good. If I wanted to become a Sonic writer, what would I bring back or scrap? I would scrap literally everything from Sonic Colors onward. I would delete all of it. Because I don't think any of it is valuable. Like, none of us want to see the Deadly Six ever again. Do people really want the Wisps to stick around? I don't think so. And fuck Sage, I definitely don't want her coming back. We gotta shove Wisps into more stuff. I mean, to be fair, they were not in Sonic Frontiers or Dream Team, so maybe they're starting to learn. Maybe they'll make another Sonic spin-off game and Zavok won't be in it. Imagine that. Is Zavok in Sonic Forces Speed Battle? He probably is, right? I assume so. Apologies, I'm not reading chat that much. This game actually does require quite a bit of focus. Yeah, he's in it. Of course he is. I mean, he's in Forces, so that would make sense. Hey, fuck. Everyone and their mother is in Speed Battle. That is literally untrue, Wait Dawn, because Vanilla is not in that game. Gotcha. Literally no one asked for Zavok to be in Forces. Kishimoto probably did. He was like, yeah, let's bring back the character from my last game. Everyone loved him. Everyone loved that game. You think Rivals would be awesome if everyone didn't copy-paste Sonic's moveset? I feel ya, Phantom Fear, but I kind of understand it because balancing different character movesets in a racing context is basically impossible. So, yeah, I understand why. Like, what would happen is that one character would just objectively have the best moveset and they destroy everybody else. And then other characters would, like, maybe compete, but, like, some character would have a garbage moveset that's barely usable for anything. That's what would happen. Oh god. Yeah, this fight. By the way, look at that fucking texture for Eggman on the bosses. That looks so bad. It's kind of impressive how bad that looks. Fuck! Bitch-ass Knuckles. Try racing in Roboblast 2 is so imbalanced. Yeah, I raced a friend in that game once, and we were like, we gotta play the same character, because if we play different characters, it will be fucked. Do I play racing games? I mean, not like a huge genre that I like play a lot of, but I've played racing games, and I've enjoyed them. You know, I like Mario Kart. My favorite racing game is Crash Team Racing. That game is fucking awesome. I'm playing this. This is a racing game. What's a random thing that pisses me off the most? I don't know. I don't really get mad very often. I'm a very calm person, generally. Very calm and very jaded. I don't have pet peeves. I mean, I probably do, but I can't think of any. Vanilla or Rouge? In what context is this question being asked? Because that could mean different things depending on what you're asking. Because obviously you wouldn't be talking about that, would you? Oh, fucking Christ. I know. I know what? What do I know? In general? Well, obviously I like Rouge more, because she's more of a character. I mean, if we look at the Sonic games, Vanilla has only been in 2 games, one of which she is in for 1 cutscene at the end of the game. And in Sonic Rush, she has, like, what? 6 lines of dialogue? She's barely a character. Her character is that she's Cream's mom. I guess she gets a little bit more in Sonic X. I don't think she ever gets a full... oh god, shouldn't have done that. I don't think she ever gets a full episode dedicated to her in Sonic X, but she gets, like, bits, you know, with Vector and stuff. Her character's that she's a mom and that's enough for the internet. I mean, that is true. Do my friends like Sonic? I have one friend that likes Sonic a whole lot. Other than that, none of my friends give a shit about Sonic. So I don't really have opportunities to talk about this with people in my everyday life, which is fine, because I don't want to talk about this with my friends in everyday life. They'd stop being my friends if I did that. But that's what I have you all for. You'll listen to my insane rambling about this shit. What the fuck? Hello? Does this not work at 60 FPS? Bitch, get out of my way. Trying to, like... Great game design. This doesn't happen normally. This might be a bug with playing at 60 FPS. Okay, hold on. I want to try a thing. The problem is there's a pipe blocking the ramp. Fuck! Shit! This is really awkward to do. Captain Cloudcuts, thank you for the donation. Kishimoto hates Ian Flynn's writing? Apparently, that's what people were saying in chat earlier. I haven't heard this anywhere. Shit! I'm trying to hit, like, the end of the ramp, so that way the launch will give me a little more distance, is what I'm hoping for. But I can't see the end of the ramp because of the pipe. Ugh! What the fuck? No! I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. You all don't believe me, but I'm gonna get this. God damn it. I should bring my friend that likes Sonic to do a live stream with him? I don't know. Maybe. I kind of don't want to involve my friends and family into this shit. Hey, it worked. We got it. We got it. Not broken. Not broken at all. Well, I guess that means Silver's not gonna fucking win this race, because his AI definitely can't figure that shit out. Do my friends know about this channel? Yeah, of course. None of them watch it. Actually, that's not true. I think, like, 2 or 3 of my friends watch the channel. In fact, I've seen one of them in stream chat before. I didn't comment on it, but I saw them. Is there rubber banding in Rivals? I assume so. Yes. My friends are very busy having normal lives? Exactly. Actually, you know what my friends are busy doing? Playing Baldur's Gate 3. That's all they're ever fucking doing. Which is unfortunate for me, because I like to play games with them, but I don't play those kinds of games, so I never really get to hang out with them and play games that often. They're always busy playing their fucking Civilizations and their Crusader Kingses. None of my friends play action games. And they're Spider-Man 2s, you guess? Actually, no. I don't think any of my friends have, PlayStations. I think one of them does. I think he played Spider-Man. But most of my friends are PC gamers. Did I see that Ubisoft announced a new Rayman board game? I did not, but I don't care. As someone that plays board games, I'm gonna tell you, most licensed video game board games are not good. Oop. Are my friends Xboxers? They used to be, but everyone has migrated over to PC because, quite frankly, why wouldn't you? Alright, later, Rainoir. Thanks for stopping by. Do I enjoy going to theme parks? I haven't been to a theme park since I was a kid. I did when I was a kid. But it's been a long-ass time. The wire here is not rendering for some reason. You want to get that Frogger board game? I did not know there was a Frogger board game. Is it based off of that horrible, hideous Frogger PS2 game? It should be. Lots of games are brought to PC anyway, so why spend $500 for a new console? Especially with the Steam Deck as a thing nowadays. Like, that has all the, like, elegance and simplicity of a console, but it's a gaming PC, and you get access to the infinite library of PC gaming. I watched Neon Genesis Evangelion? I have. I did not like it. There's a lot to Evangelion to appreciate, but overall, when I finished the show, I was like, wow, that kind of fucking fell apart at the end. At least for me. My favorite horror games? I'm a huge bitch, and I can't play horror games that are scary, so my favorite horror game is Resident Evil 4. And I guess Dead by Daylight, if, I mean, that definitely counts as a horror game. The ending is someone literally says the ending is perfect, and someone else says I'm right. I mean, yeah, Evangelion has a lot of discourse around it. Go watch the rebuilds? The thing is, I just don't want any more Evangelion. I watched the show, and I watched End of Evangelion, and I didn't like it. Why would I continue with more Evangelion? How much time until a Sonic game inspired by JJK or Chainsaw Man? Well, I mean, Sonic these days is all about just picking off the current trendy thing. Sonic Battle Royale, coming soon. Although aren't Battle Royales kind of dying down a bit? I think people care less about those these days, right? Do I pretend to make a video about rhythm games like Guitar Hero, DDR, Rock Band? I assume that was a big old typo, and you meant to say, do I plan? Probably not. I might talk about rhythm games eventually on the channel, but probably not those ones. VRs are still huge, but the market is impossible to break into at this point. Yeah, that makes sense. Do I play Minecraft? Yeah, I've played Minecraft. Fun game. Did they say that, Phantom Fear, that they wanted Team Sonic Racing to be an esport? That's sad. Will I ever play Friday Night Funkin' on stream? Probably not. I've talked about this before. I don't understand why that game is such a big deal. It looks like an incredibly mediocre rhythm game to me. I mean, it's just DDR with a keyboard. Oh, fuck you. I just noticed, you only lose like a handful of rings when you get hit in this game. Not that it matters, but weird. What's the worst game I've played? Well, I mean, I've played, like, trash, and I just, like, turn it off after a few minutes. So more interestingly, what's, like, the worst game I've completed? And I would say, the worst game I've completed... let me think. I really hated The Last Guardian. I thought that game sucked ass. Lost World is up there. That game does fucking suck. I also hated Uncharted 1 when I played that. I thought that game was fucking terrible. Sonic Boom? I didn't complete that game, and I don't plan to. What's another terrible, terrible game that I beat? Blinks? Blinks is not the worst game I've ever beaten. Blinks is a fine enough game. Just has some serious problems. The Last Guardian is goated. I mean, if you like being bored, it's a great game. Blinks 2 stream when, though? It'll happen. I do what I want when I want. What are my top 10 games? I haven't really thought about it that much. How long did I play The Last Guardian? I beat it. That's true, Future Flea. I did beat Sonic Boom. Have I watched End of Ava? Yeah, I watched that. I mean, it's definitely a better ending, but it's ultimately like the same thing as the original ending, just done in a better way. But it doesn't fundamentally change the ending in a way that changes my feelings on it. Oh, shit. Damn it. Especially when you're playing these levels where you're not even racing, you're just playing by yourself. Now it really just feels like a Sonic game with crappy physics. But as far as 2D Sonic games with crappy physics goes, this is light years better than Sonic 4, I'll tell you that. Excited for Nux tomorrow? I don't give a flying shit. Did I play Splatfest in Splatoon 2? In Splatoon? That reminds me, I saw there was another Splatfest happening. What's the date on that? Is that happening? Did I miss it? Will I play the storybook games on stream? No. I am not gonna fucking play those games on stream. I just don't care. Can Sonic break into a gaming market these days beyond the fan base? I think so, but I think it's gonna take something that really blows people away when they see it. Like Sonic Mania, I think did that pretty well. And if they could have kept that momentum going, I think Sonic would be in a much better place right now. I mean, I'll tell you right now, if Penny's Big Breakaway was just a Sonic game, that game, people would have been hyped as fuck for it, and it would have been super positively received, and it would have been, like, the biggest deal ever. But because it doesn't have a blue hedgehog in it, nobody cared about that game, which pisses me off. Oh, I should have gone up. Fuck. Oh, no. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. Sonic level design. The jumping upside down in this game is a thing. Like, look at this. There we go. Ever play SSX or Tony Hawk? I played the 1+2 remake. Super fun game. See how a lot of people that talk about Sonic that play other games have way more nuanced view about the series? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Makes you more rounded as a gamer, and you understand games in a broader scope. Yeah, so sorry if I'm missing chat. I'm trying to play a video game. I'm doing my best. Oh, this fucking final boss sucks. Thoughts on F-Zero? F-Zero is cool. Who doesn't like F-Zero? Why aren't Sonic fans playing Penny's Big Breakaway? Because it doesn't say Sonic the Hedgehog TM on the box. That's why. Am I a Dragon Ball fan? No. Aren't there better games than F-Zero out there? Yeah, but F-Zero is also... I mean, F-Zero GX is like an incredibly technical, super high-skill game. But also, you know, the music, the aesthetic. I love the, you know, sci-fi racers and shit. And F-Zero's like the granddaddy of all of it. Fucking hell. I mean, they're not wrong, Demetrius. Is this being played on emulation? Yes. Do I like Shadow of the Damned? I've never played it, but I probably wouldn't like it because I generally do not like Grasshopper games. I think their games kind of suck. Sonic being hard to get into is kind of an actual issue, though. It is! The thing is, even a bigger problem is that, Sonic just has the reputation it has now, so even if they did change things, people wouldn't really give it a chance, because it's still Sonic. You're surprised I don't like Dragon Ball? You thought I was a fan of it? Well, I'm not. Alright, so that's Sonic Rivals 1. Hold on. Can I do a thing? Hold on. There. Switching games. There we go. And then I do that. Yes. No More Heroes 2 is a masterpiece. The No More Heroes games have the most basic-ass gameplay ever. How would I feel if a Sonic Rivals 3 was announced? I'd be very confused as to why they're doing that. What the heck is that? It's like a truncated version? That sucked. Alright, who are we playing in this one? I feel like we should take the opportunity to play a character that you normally don't get to play as very much, so I'm leaning towards either Metal Sonic or Espio. I kind of want to play Espio, because Espio's cool, because he's a ninja. I'm seeing a number of Espios in there. We're gonna do Espio. Oh, got him all the way at the final boss. Go back. Back to the beginning. There we go. Can I skip the cut? Yes, you can skip the cutscenes in this one. Now we're in Blue Coast Zone, aka Water Palace, aka Apatos.
Had enough? This is for you. Stand down, Predator.
Weird how 3 different teams did the exact same level aesthetic, unrelated to each other. Can I do the cool thing? I fucked it up. You can skip this barrel and go through this on foot, which is much faster. Do I like Bandai Namco? I mean, I don't really care about them particularly, but they put out games that I like. They do publish the Souls games, after all.
Power strike.
I wish that they would fucking get real online play for their racing games. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, this is the game where they separated the character specials as different abilities, which is cool. So it's not an item now, and you like build up a meter to get it there in the top right. But Espio's ability is that he turns invisible, which looks really weird. But that's not really useful when you're fighting the AI, because it doesn't matter. So you kind of just don't have a special when playing as Espio. Souls like Dark Souls or Soul Calibur. Souls means one thing. If I was talking about Soul Calibur, I'd say Soul Calibur. Ideal English voice actor for Sonic? I play every Sonic game in Japanese, so I really don't care about who voices him in English. Like, to me, that would be like asking me, who would be my favorite voice actor to play, I don't know, Okabe from Steins Gate? I'm like, I don't fucking care. I watch in Japanese. Race to Win should be longer. Yeah, it is like a 1-minute song. It loops quite a bit. But it is a nice song. Is this the same act? Isn't this the same act? Why does this say this is Act 2 when it's the same act?
This is for you.
Or is it a different act? I can't even tell if this is different level design. No, this is definitely the same level. There you go, I did it. Weird. Weird how much this game takes from 06? I don't think that's weird at all. I think they were like, hey, take shit from 06.
Easy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This game introduced, like, weird other modes and stuff. This isn't a normal race. This is, like, do the first section of the track as many times as you can. It's, like, laps. Really fucking weird. They decided this game needed some padding. The first game wasn't padded out enough. You only had to play that 4 times. Now you have to play this game 8 times, and we've added all this fucking shit in here.
Power strike. This is for you.
Rivals into Dreams. Rivals Journey of Dreams, you mean? Wait, Captain Todd, why are you rewatching the Sonic movie if you thought it sucked in preparation for the Knuckles show? You know you don't have to watch the Knuckles show, right? You can just not.
Unchallenged victory.
You think this game is what the first game should have been? Yeah, it's almost like this game had a way bigger budget because the first game sold well.
Your shot island.
And this game has voice acting. Full voice acting, I should say. Oh yeah, sometimes you do play as the other character.
I'm better. All right.
This game sure takes you back. Yeah, I actually had a PSP back in the day, and I did play the Rivals games on it, and I fucking loved them. I played the shit out of the Rivals games when I was younger. I played all the handheld Sonic games a bunch as a kid. Oh yeah, rings actually do something in this game now because they fill your meter for your special. How about that? Fixing problems. Improving the game. Good stuff. Hate watching is what got us Season 2 of Velma? Yeah, I saw that the other day, that got us Season 2, and I'm like, wait, what? Why on earth would that get us Season 2? I'm confused.
Psychic control.
Didn't everybody hate that? Fucking hell. Have I seen Monogatari? I started watching Bakemonogatari, and then I didn't really like it, so I stopped. And that's all I've done of the Monogatari series. Part of that I blame on the fact that the anime is done by Shaft, and I kind of hate them. But, it also just really wasn't gripping me too much. Oh, fuck. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Shit. All the fuck-ups. These games are fun. They're very simple, but they are fun. Oh yeah, there's a high route there that I missed. You go left. That glider section look fun? Yeah, it's pretty good. And you can collect rings in there, so when you get out, you can use your special again, which if you're playing Sonic and you have the boost, it's really fun. Isn't that the show with the toothbrush scene? It is the show with the... Actually, I think it's not Bakemonogatari. I think it's one of the other shows, but it's that series, yes. Oh yeah, I think for the bosses, you get to pick who you're gonna play. Well, I picked Espio, so I want to be Espio. Yeah, Lego Boy, I saw that stuff about the Nintendo stuff on Gary's mod. Nintendo being real meanies lately. I'm sure they're probably going to take down a bunch of Nintendo stuff from, like, the Left 4 Dead workshop and a bunch of other shit soon as well. It's not Nintendo, it's a troll? Is that true? I don't know. It's a notorious fake. Like, they tricked the Gary's Mod developers?
Victory.
What other platformers do I like? I like lots of platformers. I like Crash Bandicoot, I like Rayman, I like Kirby, Donkey Kong Country,
I have a
Marino.
Prepare yourself.
Is that a thing, Sonic fan? Is there a penny demo now? Was there not a penny demo before? I literally paid like zero attention to the game's marketing or build-up. It's like literally the game was announced, it's by Evening Star, me buy it. That's what happened. Recent penny demo released? Cool. Fuck! What the hell? Zip. Shit. Alright. Oh my god. Okay. Let's just go this way. Huh? How about that? These games are the Rush games? Well, obviously the Rush games are better. What kind of question is that? Looking forward to what Evening Star might make next. I mean, quite frankly, if Sega is smart, they would fucking get in contact with them and be like, please use your penny framework to make a fucking 3D Sonic game for us, please. Because I do not think Penny is a very valuable property. Clearly, the character does not have much appeal. I don't think a Penny 2 is a good idea. At the very least, they should do something new instead.
Easy.
Oh, shit. That's what I get for just holding forward. Do I like tube shooters? What is that? No, you bitch tails! Motherfucker. Some tells you Penny isn't selling well, it's already 33% off. Yeah, no, it's definitely, having some troubles. Tube shooters are games like Tempest? I don't know what you're talking about.
Had enough?
Do I like looking at unzoomed stage maps? I've done that for the Sonic games to help me plan routes and stuff. Honestly, I think 2D Sonic games should have map features. There we go. Now it worked. They should make a Chaotix remake. What, Evening Star? I mean, I don't think anybody but them would care about that. Sega bought them? I don't want Sega to buy Evening Star. I just want them to commission them. Just give them the license and say, make a 3D Sonic game. Go. And then hopefully they will stay far away from the development of the game. Don't advise. Don't tell them what to do. Don't fuck it up like you did Mania. Just let them do what they want. Do I like Knuckles Chaotix? I do. I think that game is fun. Isn't Penny's just Chaotix, but good? I mean, kind of. It definitely has a lot of influence, but it doesn't really play anything like Chaotix.
Never stood a chance.
I want Sega to treat Evening Star like Dimps. No, Dimps worked very closely with Sonic Team when making those games. I want Evening Star to literally have full freedom to do whatever they want with no influence from Sonic Team or Sega at all. Literally just give them the rights and say, do whatever you want. This is another good zone, by the way, that shows off the really nice visuals of this game and how it, I think it captures the Sonic art style very well. Look at the backgrounds. Despite how primitive it is being a PSP game, it looks pretty good, visual, like art design-wise. Looks very much like what I think of as the world of Sonic.
Easy.
I did both of those the wrong way, but whatevs. Ah, shit. Missed it. This zone sucks. The gimmicks are awful. I don't think they're that bad. They're fine. Like this, you just gotta alternate the two buttons quickly. Don't you know how to sprinkle? Missed it, more like skipped it. Yeah, that's what it was. It was intentional, you see. Fuck.
Behold.
Get wrecked, Tails. Oh, shit. Didn't want to do that. Wanted to jump. Yeah, there, to get that. Does that even speed you up? Yes, Sonic fan. Yes, I was correct. Penny's Big Breakaway is amazing. Everybody should play it.
They say the chat.
Oh god, that voice acting is so bad.
This'll be a snap.
Yeah, that was one of those minigame stages, my guy, where you do laps. It's very weird. Now we just do the normal stage. 'Cause padding! You thought Tails was closer? Nah, he was laps behind. Tails sucks. Hey! The laps did help me learn the level, though, so I could do it all correctly. Oh, even got that. Look at this. Real time getting better at Sonic, and then I was gloating, so I missed that one. Up. Didn't want to go up there. Shit.
No escape.
What? You didn't grab onto the thing, you bitch, Silver. You can't imagine what a better Silver would sound like? He sounds like a JoJo. I don't know which one, but I know in Japanese, Silver is voiced by one of the JoJo actors.
I'm better.
Yes, Sonic fan, what you describe is exactly why that game is amazing.
Catch.
I just realized those are totally the things from Sonic Adventure, where you just hit A repeatedly and it just launches you around. And they're like, it's gameplay.
Can't you be better? Harder.
Does the story of these games explain why Silver is here? I mean, it addresses, like, the 06 reset and none of the characters know him and that he's back from the future. Doesn't explain how he does it, he just does it.
Hey, Espy.
Accept your fate.
Forgot Pariah prefers the sub-VAs. Honestly, I feel like such a pariah in the Sonic community because it seems like everybody just always is playing Sonic in English and stuff. And at this point, it's been so long since I played a Sonic game in English that seems very strange and foreign to me. This boss also sucks. Oh, Eggman looks better, though. He's not like a horrible fucking flat texture. He's not a piece of cardboard. Got it. Right, I forgot you'd also drop these things on it. Skipped all the cutscenes in Penny to get to the gameplay faster. That is perfectly acceptable, because the story is pretty whatever in that game. I mean, they try, but I don't care. He officially just hops into portals. He fucking time travels via the power of lazy writing. That's how he does it. What a riveting boss fight, am I right? Do I like the Mario movie? It was alright. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. Unlike the Sonic movie, it actually felt like a Mario movie, kinda. Like Luigi had a character arc about him being cowardly and doing something brave, and it's like, hey, that's Luigi!
Oh.
You're going to lose.
Peach was out of character? Oh yeah, no, Peach was definitely very modern, I want to say, like, politically correct heroine. Can't have, like, feminine girly girls in things because that's bad for some reason.
Take this.
Had enough?
I mean, literally the story of every single Mario game ever is Peach gets kidnapped and Mario has to save her, and that wasn't the plot of the Mario movie. It is kind of weird, but, you know, the way things are, I get it. They did do a pretty good job with Mario and Peach's chemistry, though, I thought. Like, them being, you know, romantic with each other actually felt legit and earned. So that was pretty good. Chris Pratt as Mario is stupid? Yeah, I mean, but that's just movies. That's just how it is. They just get celebrities. Who cares? I mean, Peach is Anya Taylor-Joy. Which I guess is more fitting, but it's still just like, just get a big celebrity now. How'd I feel about the ending to Mario Odyssey? I loved it. It was perfect. What else would I feel about the ending of Mario Odyssey? Your favorite characters in the movie was his Italian family? I don't even really remember those characters. Weird for Mario to have a family beyond Luigi.
Victory was inevitable.
How do I feel about movie Bowser being a Peach simp? I mean, that's kind of Bowser. Like, he does love Peach. That is a thing. It's just the way they went about it was very, like, weirdly schmaltzy. Which I didn't really love, but whatever.
Exceed yours.
Who do they get to voice Sonic in the Sonic movies? Ben Schwartz, who is a comedian that I've never heard of before. Oh god, this is a fucking hot potato thing? Why? Am I buff? No, I am a scrawny-ass motherfucker. But I intend to start exercising. I want to start taking care of myself. Peaches is a bop, though? I thought that song kind of sucked.
Perfect.
Ouch! No!
Perfect.
You'd prefer something like the writing of Bowser in the Mario RPGs? Yeah, the thing is, the writers of the movie... See, I was about to say the writers of the movie don't know anything about Mario, but I was thinking of, like, the cynicism of the Sonic movies. But Miyamoto worked on those movies, so it was more like you're not allowed to do that. Ben Schwartz is one of the, as Sonic in the movies, one of the thousand things you hate about it. I mean, he did fine enough of a job.
Case closed.
What, some guy, why are you going crazy about kung fu fighting?
Silver, what are you doing here? Hey, what's with getting in my face?
Sorry, I had a message on my phone I wanted to check real quick.
I'll take you on.
Why is Espio's head so much bigger than Rouge's body? Don't judge. We can't all live up to your unrealistic standards of male beauty.
Too easy. All right.
Oh, this is a thing where I'm supposed to be collecting Chao. I wasn't paying any attention. Thought I was racing. It's weird that they make you do a mission on the level before actually playing the level.
No problem.
Oh, I was holding right and reading chat. Look at that. Look at that punishment. It's a real Sonic game.
Go.
Passivity trap moment? Absolutely. Absolutely. And this game is quite devious with the passivity traps because so much of the level design is like this, where it is literally just hold right for a while and jump at the right times, but then they get you with them.
Ow!
So is it just like get a certain number of Chow? Do I have to get all of them?
Enjoy.
Yeah, just get a certain number, I guess. What do I think of the Sonic movies? I only watched the first one, and I thought it was whatever. Generic-ass Hollywood slop.
Look, since you
Prepare yourself.
Why did they go live action for Sonic? Because their focus group said that live action movies make more money than animated movies. That would be why. Oh yeah, this fight's annoying too. Well, these fights are very annoying. Live action is cheaper? Well, it depends, because CGI is more expensive in live action movies, because you gotta get it more realistic looking. But at the same time, you can just film the you can set the movie in Los Angeles, so that way you can just film it in California, and that makes it real cheap to make the movie. Because when I think of Sonic movies, I think of them taking place in a small town in San Francisco. Oh, Mark, thank you very much for the donation. Good luck on bulking up. You're 31 and thin fixing it. Thank you. Good luck to you as well. I mean, I don't plan on getting huge or anything. I just want to be healthy. They don't even film in California? They don't? I'm genuinely shocked to hear that. Are the Sonic Rush bosses worse than the Sonic Rush bosses? That is a difficult question to answer, because it doesn't really make sense. I assume you mean Rivals bosses. Yes, the Rush bosses are worse. I want to be like Sam Sulik? I don't know who that is. Watch Sonic Movie 2? I will, to make a video on it, but the reason I haven't watched it so far is because I don't want to. It's expensive to film in California. People avoid it if they can. See, I would have figured it'd be cheap because it's in Hollywood, so you don't have to, like, travel or anything.
Accept your fate.
Please play a Zelda game on stream, if I feel like it. I think this is the first time they ever did a Wild West zone in a Sonic game.
Easy. Easy.
Long before Mirage Saloon, there was whatever this zone is called. What's this zone called? I wasn't paying attention.
This is for you.
Yep, but Frontier Canyon? Okay. Certainly not as fun as the Wild West Zone for Mania. Music is also not great, in my opinion. Oh, you know what's another Wild West level in a Sonic game? Sonic Freeriders, one of the tracks, is like a Wild West thing. And it has, like, yodeling for its music, which is weird.
Behold.
Am I real? No. Does Wild Canyon count as Wild West? I would say no. Nobody cares about Sonic Free Riders. They care more now that you can play the game for real. Do I think Sonic in game canon would go around stopping bank robbers and lecture others on responsibility and let some cop tell him what to do? I mean, if that's what the writer wants, Sonic will do whatever the fuck they want him to do. But if you're asking my opinion about, like, Sonic's proper characterization, no, Sonic should not be doing those kinds of things.
You're going to lose.
Heads up.
Or is this, like, collect more rings? Yep. What's my avatar supposed to be? It's like a Phantom of the Opera style, like, white mask. I'm big into that kind of shit. I think it's cool. In fact, I'll give a little minor spoiler for the book that I'm working on. There is a character wearing, like, a Phantom of the Opera style white mask in it. Because I think that shit's cool. Can I please get real? Nah, not interested. I'm making a book? I am. I am writing a book. Prior doing self-inserts. Well, I think I started the book and had that idea before I started doing the white mask as my profile picture. Like, from before the YouTube channel. So I had the idea for the book many years ago, but then I took a hiatus from writing to do the YouTube channel. But now I'm picking it up again.
Sonic, boom!
What's the book called? I don't have a title yet. It's way too early. I haven't started writing it yet at all. It's all in the, like, you know, forming ideas stage still.
Was inevitable.
Because I never, like, solidified the ideas back when I was initially coming up with it. Good luck on my book. Thank you. I mean, I've tried to write books in the past and get them published, but it never worked out before. But there's a big difference now. I have an audience of 20,000 people that I can go to a publisher or agent or whatever and be like, look, I got a pre-built audience that'd be interested in my book. And it's not really true. None of you care because there's no Sonic in it. But it'll help me get my foot in the door. What do I think is the most important thing when writing? It's hard to boil it down to a singular thing. There's a lot of stuff that's important about good writing.
Too easy.
Oh, I see. I'd be successful if I wrote a book about Sonic. I don't give a shit. You'll read my book if Blinks is in it? Then I guess you're not reading my book. Basic plot structure? I mean, yeah. That's generally a pretty good thing to have. I mean, yeah, I guess I would say the most important thing would just be to understand the fundamental basics of storytelling. You know, plot structure, character development, character arcs, themes, those kinds of things. Setups and payoffs, very important.
You're going down.
Do I like the Sonic Sat AM cartoon? I respect it, but I don't really like it. It's not really that good. What if the publishing agent was a huge Team Sonic Racing fan? Then, they are an unfortunate soul.
Skills exceed yours.
Later.
But he's not vulnerable. He has to be flashing.
No way.
You'll read my book if Furry Pac-Man is in it. See, this is why having an audience of people isn't actually going to get me anywhere as far as book sales or anything, because none of you give a shit. None of you read. You're just here for the Sonic memes. Do I like Disgaea? Never played a Disgaea game. What the fuck? What is the book about? It's too early, I don't want to talk about that stuff. The book is very far away.
No! Stop that! No! Stop that!
You read at a stop sign? What, did you read the stop sign?
No way!
It said stop. That counts as reading. You like the writing fanfiction streams? Coming up with ideas is fun? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do more of those. Do I have an exit plan after the Sonic stuff? I do. I have been working on things in the background for the post-Sonic pariah shift. I have ideas, I have plans. I think it'll be okay. God, this boss sucks.
Ninja!
Zelda, please? If I feel like it. I was thinking about maybe streaming, like, Zelda 1.
No way!
I think that'd be a fun game to stream.
Case
Gotta
closed.
try.
I'll get you.
Tries turning into a science YouTuber? I don't think I could do that. I'm not, like, a scientist or nothing. I don't got no degrees. I'm just an idiot who likes science. Alright, here we go, the good shit. Spooky Sonic level. I love this stuff.
My skills exceed yours.
You'd be surprised if I could play Zelda 1 well on stream? How hard could it be?
Power strike.
Fuck. Probably about to review Promare. I would like to start talking about things besides just games. Like, yeah, talk about anime and movies and comic books and shit. But I can't do that on this channel. It's already difficult enough to get people to watch non-Sonic videos. Non-gaming videos would crash and burn. So I'd have to do it somewhere else or somehow else. But I don't think I am big enough to justify multiple channels. Because the moment you do another channel, it's like, alright, 1% of your audience is coming to the new channel, and 1% of my audience is nothing. Yeah, this part's kind of weird. I play the Klonoa games. Never played them, but I did pick up the collection, so I will play them. What do I think of the Scott Pilgrim series? I only ever watched the movie from back in the day, which I thought was alright. Pretty good.
Okay.
Plan on doing
who's
videos on
there?
Mega Man in the future? Maybe. We'll see. I've said it before, after I've finished with Sonic, I really don't want to be
Succeed.
retro video game review man. That's not what I ever wanted this channel to be, and I still don't want it to be that.
There's gotta be a mistake.
Yo, shout out to Espio T-posing on Rouge there,
Victory.
asserting his dominance.
Counter. No. You're mine.
Gotta be a mistake.
Now Rouge is T-posing.
Case closed.
I want to mainly focus on newer stuff, and also, like, kind of what I was doing earlier on in the channel, talking about games that are really cool, and breaking down why they're cool.
Gotta be a mistake.
And I kind of been thinking about going in, like, the direction of doing, like, recommendation videos, kind of like my, best version of every Sonic game, or my Sonic-like games videos, but doing that for other kinds of stuff as well, like, cool fighting games, or, stuff like that. I've already got some stuff in the works for that kind of thing. I'm gonna, like, test the waters with it a bit.
Counter.
Gotta be a mistake.
Case
You find all my
closed.
video topics interesting, Sonic or not? Thank you, Mario's up air. Nice username, by the way. You love to see me review Ape Escape games? See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'll tell you right now, it's never gonna happen, Bridge Moon Studios. I played the second one, it was fine, I don't have anything to say about it. I don't want to be retro video game review man.
There's no way I'll lose.
You dig story analysis of movies and anime stuff? I'd love to do it, but I can't do it here. I have to do it somewhere else. Did I watch the new X-Men series? I did not. I'm not really much of an X-Men fan,
You're going down.
so I don't really care to.
All right. Yes.
Sorry, not reading chat. Focusing on game. What's my favorite story genre? I like a lot of different genres. I guess if I had to pick, like, one single genre, it'd probably be science fiction. But I like dramas, I like romance, I like slice of life, I like mystery. I'll say, my book that I'm working on is a mystery novel. I'll give you that detail.
Not a chance.
You love every video I make? Thank you, Harry. I appreciate that. I really do. Good level design in this game. Serious props to Backbone. They did their research when it comes to making Sonic.
Prepare yourself.
Will I review Murderer Sonic, or at least play it? I mean, I played it when it first came out. I did like a little video of it. I really have nothing more to say about it than that. I'm not gonna do anything more with it. It's cute. There you go, there's my thoughts on it. What do I think of Metal Sonic sounds in this game? I love it. I really like Metal Sonic making his little robot noises.
What happened, Espio?
You're going to lose.
I did. YouTube never recommended it. YouTube does that. It decides what videos you want to watch for you.
Out of my way.
It's very frustrating.
No.
Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified for all my uploads, except even that doesn't get you notified for all of them because YouTube. What kind of science do I like? I like lots of different areas of science. Mostly I'm interested in like astronomy, physics. Probably the thing I'm least interested in is like biology and kind of chemistry. But they're still interesting, still cool.
Case closed. I'll get you. Look.
Oh yeah, Eli, the YouTube algorithm is stupid.
Man.
My history nut? Not really. I'm a science man. My friends are really big into history.
Easy. Yeah.
This is a cool zone. You know, it has the technical limitations, of course, but I think it does the fire-burning, like, end-of-the-world city very well. I would probably say better than 06, but doing something better than 06 isn't very hard.
Power strike.
You like my videos differs from the usual internet nonsense? Yeah, I try to do something a little different. At least a little different. If you made Sonic videos, it wouldn't really add anything new to the table. Honestly, when I first started making Sonic videos, I didn't think what I'd say would add anything new to the table. But I guess it has for a lot of people. Thoughts on 06 level design for Time Attack? It's not bad, actually. The level design is the best part of 06. You love my Psychonauts videos? Those videos are very bad. I would kind of like to redo them and talk about Psychonauts more properly. Like, I could totally do story videos about Psychonauts. Well, man, there's a lot to talk about, because those games are very dense with storytelling. Especially the first game. The first game, like, literally every single thing in the game is storytelling. Every single thing. Do I prefer urban, suburban, small towns, or tropical locations in general, not just in fiction? Probably small towns. I like that everybody knows everybody kind of vibe. I definitely don't like cities. Cities are fucking terrible.
There it is.
You like my Streets of Rage 4 video? That is also a bad video that I would want to redo.
Be a snap.
What's the best final level, this or Meteor Base from Rivals 1? I think Meteor Base has better level design. Oh, the emulation video? Yeah, that is my #1 most viewed video, so I guess I did something right on that one. That's the kind of stuff I want to do more of in the channel. Things like that that are, like, helpful to people. Similar to, like, the best version of every Sonic game video. Like, share good information. And an extension of that I want to do is highlight cool games for people. Be like, hey, you probably never heard of this game, but it's super cool. Check it out. Yeah, I know that video has like 300,000 views. Yeah, it's my #1 video. I did not expect... I expected that video to do well, but I did not expect it to do that well. That was very surprising. Will I make TMNT videos in the future? Probably not. At the very least, not here. Because there's not really many TMNT games worth talking about, in my opinion. This became a rapid fire per AMA. I mean, half of my streams are just AMAs. That's how people treat it.
Too easy.
Do I think I could make videos that are non-gaming? Not here. But I would like to.
Who's the
Will I watch the Garfield movie coming out next month? No. Have I seen the Sonic Perfect System guide? I have. It's cool. Another good resource for people to use.
That's the...
My skills exceed yours.
How am I? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Yo, it's Metal Sonic 3.0. For some reason, they always say 3.0. They don't say 3.0. This is a pretty cool design. I mean, it's just a reskin of Metal Sonic, but it's a cool reskin. I like it. It's like the only cool thing from these Rivals games. What is my favorite Tekken? I've actually never played a Tekken game before. Do I have any pets? Not right now. I had cats before I moved, but the current landlord does not allow pets. I'd probably get pets again when I can. Probably more cats. I love cats. I've had cats my whole life, pretty much. Of course, this game is a giant demon for Sonic to fight. Yeah, it's the Ifrit, not related to the Ifrit from Secret Rings, because the different development teams did not coordinate with each other. And it's a giant demon monster that eats Chow for some reason. I was reading chat and didn't pay attention. Have I heard that Kishimoto hates Ian Flynn's writing? People mentioned it. I don't know if that's real or not. I'm not sure. God, you missed this era of Sonic? It would certainly be nice, you know, they brought back classic bullshit, so why don't they bring back some adventure bullshit? It's pretty baffling with how much Sega does their trend chasing with Sonic, that they did not hop on the old school 3D platformer remakes with, you know, Crash and Spyro and fucking SpongeBob and all that other shit, and do Sonic Adventure remakes. Baffling that they did not do that. And then those games would have sold super well, and then they could have done Adventure 3 finally, and it probably wouldn't have been that great. Would I ever face reveal? My face is right there. It's my profile picture. What are you talking about? The trend they're chasing now seems to be Fall Guys. Yeah, which is a really weird trend to chase now, because Fall Guys is like lost its luster. No one cares about that anymore. Is that it? Are we done? Is there like a final hit? I don't remember. Oh no, it's just done. It just dies like a Mortal Kombat character where they fall over and then get back up and then fall over again. Look at all the cards! There we go. There's a little bit of graphical glitching there at the bottom. That's the Sonic Rivals games. They're fun. I like them. Both Flynn and Flynn supporters have problems with how we can't just write Archie again. Well, there's nothing you can do about that, because legal, but, I do feel like, from the little bit of the IDW comics that I've seen and read, there seems to be a real frustration coming through in Ian's writing, where he does not like all the limitations that he's forced to work with, and he wishes they were not there. A lot of that comes through in the writing, I feel. And I'm like, bro, I don't even like his writing, but if that's how he feels, then clearly there's a problem going on. I think the comics would be much better if they were allowed to just be like Archie and be completely separate from the games and had no limitations, and he could just do whatever he wanted. They'd probably be better universally for everyone that way. Rivals games felt like budget titles compared to what was on DS? That's because they were. This is Sega Sammy wanting to brandify Sonic now? Well, there was that recent interview with Iizuka that apparently he's the guy that wants that uniform Sonic. But you never know if you can trust what corporate people say in interviews. Are we ending the stream now? It has been shorter than normal. Maybe we'll hang out for like a bit. Just chat, answer some questions, since I didn't get to read chat very much this game. Why do I think people dislike Skyward Sword? Because motion controls and Fee doesn't shut up. Even though I think Fee's not nearly as bad as people make her out to be. Or is it Fi? I think it's Fi. I've always said Fee, but I think it's actually Fi. What would my ideal Sonic movie be? Just something that feels like Sonic would be nice. Ring Racers time? I don't even have that installed. I can't do that right now. Maybe another time. You want a Shadow turn into a Zombot by him trying to use the inhibitor rings like in 06, but it fails? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the inhibitor rings are no longer part of Sonic. I'm pretty sure those are off the branding table. Continue with the Shadow story? It's just playing through the game again. The miniseries IDW comics are better because they're self-contained. I read the 30th anniversary Classic Sonic special. It was okay. I had problems with it. Oh, you mean my story that I've been writing? Oh, yeah, that. Well, I'm not prepared to continue with that either right now. Because people have been, like, sending me stuff, so I gotta, like, get it all together to show it off on stream and shit. There will be a Sonic Riders story next? I know! And I've been working on a Sonic Riders story for a video of, like, me pitching, here's my concept for a new Sonic Riders game. Here's what a story could be. So I gotta get that out before those comics release, so no one tells me I was ripping them off. I had the ideas forever ago. I definitely don't think so, Mikester. I think the inhibitor rings... I mean, maybe in the movies, because they're allowed to do whatever they want, but I doubt it, because they probably don't know those exist. But definitely not in the comic, not in Shadow Generations. I would be stunned if those inhibitor rings were there. Do I have a summary of the Shadow story? love to make some concept art for it. There's the document that we've been working on. I want to, like, clean it up, and then I'll post it in the community tab like I did before. There's an older version of it there. But we've come up with some newer ideas since. Do I think Shadow Generations will have frontiers like boss fights? I mean, yeah, we can clearly see that they'll be in the game. Did I go to Comic-Con? Never been to any cons before. Never really cared to. Do I like Surge and Kit from IDW? I really like the idea of them, and I love Surge's design, but I haven't actually read any comics with them, so I don't know. Yeah, Canal Duzena, you can send me fan art. Let's send it to my email. Shadow Generations will have a terrible story, mark your words. I expect it to have very little story, to be honest. Don't get excited. Have I watched Kaguya-sama Love is War? No, but I really want to. I heard it's very, very good, and it looks fun. I've seen that page of Sonic Talks with Sonic yapping to Surge. I have not. I have not seen this. Yeah, I've seen the Surge concept art. I think her final design looks very good. I like it. Surge is pretty good until she turned good and her introduction arc ended. Isn't that every Sonic rival, though? At the end of their arc that they're introduced in, they turn into a good guy. That's just what always happens. What do I think of Tangle's design? Tangle's design is fine. I'm not, like, super in love with it, but it's good. Oh, she's not a good guy? She's like a... I assume she's like a chaotic neutral character, probably. Because I have seen little things about her, like, opposing Starline, who, like, created her and Kit, right? I know a little bit. She's not going to be a good guy? Good. Sonic is desperately in need of more villain characters. What's the Shadow Story thing? On stream, we've been coming up with story concepts for a Shadow game for funsies, and it's been a good time. We'll stream that again at some point. Surge's rivalry with Sonic is dependent on Sonic acting out of character. Like I said in my Team Sonic Racing video, is that even out of character anymore for Sonic? What is Sonic's character? Whatever. That's how he is in the comics. She's a rival for him in the comics. Sure, whatever. It doesn't matter. You should tune in for the Shadow Story streams. We'll do more. We'll do more fan fiction writing streams. They're very fun. All Sonic's rivals are contractually obligated to become part of Sonic's friend circle, whether they like it or not. It's true. Except Metal Sonic. He's the one. Can we say the Japanese side is more consistent, so we go with that characterization? Tell that to Sega, not me. I don't get to decide these things. Metal Sonic is stuck in Eggman's family circle. Yeah, doing that dumb fucking Egg Dad shit now, which I don't like. I almost prefer Metal Sonic being a non-character, just Eggman robot. Just his enforcer, you know? Am I skipping right to Forces? Or am I going to do the Boom games? Well, I'm not going to do the Boom games, but You know, there's this one game called Sonic Mania that came out before Forces? They would never do that since they actually think branding based on region is a great idea? Apparently. What is with this? Oh yeah, good point. Like, did people literally forget about Sonic Mania? Of course I'm going to talk about Sonic Mania. What about Sonic Runners? I don't have much to say about it. It's just an auto runner. A 1-minute Sonic Boom video just saying this game is garbage would be funny. I'll probably quickly go through the Boom games when I talk about all the Sonic cartoons. You thought I had more games before Mania? Nope. That's next on the swag chopping block. $50-minute video on Sonic Runners. There is a video on Sonic Runner that covers it like while the game was live. It's a very good video if you just want to learn about the game. Pariah Live IDW read? Well, I don't want to offer a way to pirate the comics, so not going to happen. I'm not going to be showing like full pages when I talk about IDW. I know a lot of other YouTubers do that, and I don't think that's a good idea. Like, how many people actually read the IDW comics, and how many people just watch Game Apologist videos about them? I have actually read the comics, and I intend to read them more when I make the video. Just read them out loud. Yeah, we could do a read-along. I'll just have them myself and read them, and then you all read them at the same time. There are official ways to read them online. Yes, I know that, but I'm not going to put it on stream so everybody can read my copy of it. Have a bad Sonic drawing on screen. I could do like pull up MS Paint and I can like read a page and then I'll draw a shitty version of it as I go through it. Be like, okay, so Sonic is here and he looks like a terrible fucking stick figure and he's going Eggman and he's making a terrible joke. Do I like Game Apologist? Not really. I mean, you can just tell by the kinds of videos I make and the kinds of videos he makes. We are on opposite sides of Sonic when it comes to our opinions. I mean, his videos are good. He makes good quality stuff. It's just, you know, we have very different views on things. How about Some Call Me Johnny? I don't really watch a lot of gaming and Sonic YouTube stuff, so I'm not a huge fan of Some Call Me Johnny. I've watched a couple of his videos. They seem alright. Why are the IDW artists so insistent on Sonic Banana Quills? Why is Sonic Team so insistent on that? What are his opinions? Does he think Lost World is the peak of the franchise? I mean, I don't want to, like, you know, start shit talking, but if you watch his stuff, he's very I don't want to say sensationalizing, but he kind of exaggerates the qualities and the good aspects of Sonic way more than they deserve, in my opinion. Yeah, kilometers per minute. It's very shitty. It's part of the reason, probably, that the comic book industry is doing so badly now, because it's just so pirated. But Pariah, Super Amy is important. Yeah, like, I saw that was a video he made, and I'd look at that, and I'm like, who fucking cares? Have I played Pizza Tower yet? Not yet, but that is coming soon. I've never heard of that person, some guy. Seafesk? Not familiar with them. This bad thing is Cybershell takes 5-year breaks. Yeah, he does make good stuff. Honestly, my favorite video of his isn't even a Sonic thing. It's the Operation Soda Steel. That is a hilarious thing. Am I going to Pizza Tower on stream? Probably not. At least not my first playthrough, because I want to do a video on it. Can't wait for the live Pariah redraw read of IDW. It was just a joke. It's probably not going to happen. What I should get to is Tears of the Kingdom on the 1-year anniversary. Yeah, I gotta get to that. I gotta get to so many things. I literally have like 50 games on my Steam to play list. I'm so behind. It is bad. It is bad. Do I have any opinions on the Fang the Hunter comic? I haven't read it, so not much, but what I will say is that I don't like the premise of it. I don't like Fang, Bean, and Bark being put together as a trio. That really doesn't fit with their characters, if you ask me. But also the premise of it, in that they're looking for the 8th Chaos Emerald, because Sonic the Fighters... That's something that really annoys me about the classic comics from IDW, is that they're all building on old things from classic Sonic games. Like, can classic Sonic do new things, please? Can we not always rely on old stuff? That would be cool. Ian Flynn key jingling. I mean, it's not just him, to be fair. That is mainstream entertainment everywhere. When's a Sonic Timeline video? I abandoned that. Wasn't coming out in a way that I was happy with. At least I don't spend money on a bunch of games and never played them. I literally just said I have like 50 games in my to playlist on Steam. What are you talking about? You know, Jay's reviews obviously is very big in the Sonic community, but also similarly, my favorite videos by him are his videos on the 2003 TMNT series, because I love that series as a kid, but I haven't gone back to it. So getting him breaking it down, it was very good videos. It got me wanting to rewatch that series. Am I still going to make the Sonic Physics video? Sadly, no. I have decided to scrap that video as well, because quite frankly, I don't think it's going to get good views. I don't think people will care. I want to make it, but it's not really worth my time, I don't think, unfortunately. Sorry to everybody that was looking forward to it. Can I do it as YouTube shorts? Definitely not. Like, what I had intended was way more complicated and in-depth. Like, I was talking about all kinds of, like, in their physical properties. I was almost considering putting, like, math in it. But I just don't think people will watch it. Like, I've done videos in the past that I've thought people would not watch, and, like, every time I was correct. Like, the pinball video, I'm like, no one's gonna care about this, and no one cared about it. Even the video on Sega All-Stars Racing, I'm like, that's probably not gonna do well, and it did not do well. I've gotten much better at having a feel for what will do well and what won't, and I just feel like the physics video, no one's gonna care. probably making a Vsauce vid over Sonic mechanics. It would be more like a Kyle Hill video. Putting math in any video will just make anybody go, what the fuck am I talking about? Well, you can explain it in a way where it's understandable what the math represents and means. Like, I wouldn't go into super detail about it. Just put it on there as, like, here's what it would be, kinda. You just rewatched the pinball video, it's so good? I think it's pretty good. It just, I don't think people care. It's just talking about the influence of pinball on Sonic and its design. I think it's an interesting topic. I think it's important for understanding Sonic. And I think most people don't give a shit. And I'm kind of right, because that video hasn't done very well. Everyone knows the best YouTube videos are the ones no one cares about? Is that true? I don't know. The pinball video is actually valuable and made understanding Sonic so much better. Yeah, and the physics video would do some of that as well, because it's not just talking about physics in relation to Sonic, but it would also talk about how real-life physics influence Sonic. And I was really, like, gung-ho for it. Like, even if I thought it wouldn't do well, I wanted to do it anyway. But also, it would be a lot of work to talk about all this science stuff, because I'd have to, like, do research and do the math on my own and, like, study the physics behind everything for a video that probably won't get very many views, and it's just not really worth my time, sadly. Oh, hey, Chatty. Yeah, you're late. We already finished playing, but we're hanging out for a bit just to chat. Whatever, hire an actual video editor for my videos? If I started making some decent money on the channel, maybe? Possibly? We'll see. It's kind of hard because of my video making process, because my videos are unscripted. So there are, like, things that I say in the recording that I know that I'm going to cut out later, and an editor would need extensive notes about what to do. But also sometimes I'm editing and I'm like, you know what, I have another point I want to make, and I'll grab the mic and record it really quickly right there and then throw it in and replace parts and move them around. Without a script to follow, it would be really hard for an editor to work with that, I think. Do I think I could do a stream discussing the physics? Maybe I could do it in a stream format. That would be a way to still get that out there. Because I think there is interesting stuff there to talk about. When will the next white thumbnail video be? Everyone commented on that in the Sonic is Japanese video. The reason I did that is because it's the Sumie ink brush art, and if that was inverted to white on black, it wouldn't look like ink brush. So I had to make it the normal colors for it to be effective. That's the only reason that was that way. Teach Sonic fans about air drag, they need to know. But here's the thing, Little Big Wave. Like, I would have talked about air drag in real life and how Sonic kind of follows it realistically. Because air drag is only a thing that affects you in Sonic when you're in the air, which kind of makes sense. You would always be getting affected by air drag, but when Sonic is running, he's propelling himself with his legs, resisting the air drag slowing him down, so he maintains speed. But when he's in the air, he can't propel himself, so it's just the air slowing him down. Thus, air drag affects you in the air and not on the ground. Look at that. Real physics in Sonic, kind of. Stuff like that is what I would have talked about in the video. But also, like, how Sonic spikes are meant to invoke kind of the shapes and curvature that you see in, like, Formula 1 cars. How the spin dash is inspired by, doing peel-outs with cars, and what a peel-out is in a car and why they do it, and how that can relate to Sonic and how it does it. Stuff like that is what I would have talked about in the video. Why do I do black and white for the thumbnails? Because I just like black and white. I think it looks cool, and it helps my videos stand out against all the YouTube puke. Even Metal Sonic's designs are inspired by drag racing. Yeah. And Metal Sonic has the turbine on his chest, which is obviously like a jet turbine, which helps him propel himself. Please do that as a stream. Okay. I'll think about it. I'll see. Maybe I'll do the physics talk on a stream. What happened to the Sonic Canon video? I did it. I did the remake of it. It's out there. Oh, later, Summy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Chatty. I've really come to enjoy the black and white of manga. Like, when you really read a lot of manga, you realize how much you don't need color. Like, does it really make the reading experience better? Sort of, yeah. But it can actually be very effective to have no color, because then you could have, like, backgrounds or panels where there's no background, it's just a character on nothing that just seamlessly transitions into another panel without any, like, cuts in between them that does have a background, and it all just, like, flows. You don't have to do, like, weird color gradients that kind of look strange. Black and white can be very effective, actually. In fact, sometimes, you ever see when they have, manga and they have, like, a few colored pages, but, like, the English version of it is, like, too cheap, so it's just grayscale? It looks worse in the grayscale than it does when it's just drawn in black and white. The extra detail from the colors actually makes it look worse, weirdly. You like painting in black and white because you like the challenge of using two colors? Yeah, also, personally, I like limited color palettes. It's part of the reason I like Black Rock Shooter so much, because all the characters in Black Rock Shooter are black, white, and then, like, one other color as, like, their highlight accent color. Like, BRS herself is black, white, and a bit of blue, or one of the villains is black, white, and green. They're all black, white, and another color, and it looks very, very nice. Can I make a history of Sonic Team? Harry Short, that is another video that I was planning to make that I decided probably to not do because I think it probably won't do that well. Yeah, I agree, Chatty. Thoughts on Breaking Bad? I dropped it partway through season 2. I didn't really like it, honestly. It's mostly just not my kind of show. It's not bad in any way, I wouldn't say, but it's not my kind of thing. I must like current Sentai shows' outfits. I've never actually watched a Sentai show before, besides Power Rangers when I was a kid. So many discontinued good content. Unfortunately, that's how YouTube works. I can't just make whatever I want if I want this channel to go anywhere, sadly. Let me guess, depressing? What, Breaking Bad? No, I don't have a problem with that in Breaking Bad. My problem with Breaking Bad is that it's a show of just endless problems, and where is anything ever going? It's just one problem leading to the next problem, to the next problem, to the next problem, and I just feel like, what's the point? Power Rangers are literally just Sentai but Americanized? Yeah, but I mean, like, real Sentai shit. I need to power through it? Bro, I'm halfway through season 2. Normally I drop a show if it's not grabbing me by like 2 episodes. How can I say that? And there's 1,000 episodes of One Piece? Yeah, and I don't watch One Piece anymore. That was long ago when I was a One Piece fan. The point is that Crimes is a life of problems? Yeah, I got that pretty quickly, and then they just keep doing it, and keep doing it, and keep doing it, and it's like, okay! It's just the same thing over and over. More problems, bigger problems. Forever. Which one is better, Sonic X or Prime? Prime is probably the overall better, like, production and quality show, but I like Sonic X more. It has way higher highs. But Sonic X also has many episodes that I would just flat out skip when I was watching it. But there's escalation and progression. Yeah, but progression of what? Just like kind of shifting the pieces around as more problems keep showing up that they have to deal with. Remember when Cosmo died the same season she was introduced? I mean, she was made to die. That was her purpose. A History of Sonic Team vid could actually be pretty rad. Not enough people talk about how Original Phantasy Star was most of those people's first time working together. Yeah, when you realize that, it makes sense that Sonic Team are the ones who did Phantasy Star Online, because they did some of the old Phantasy Star stuff. But I just don't think people would care that much, honestly. Damn, Daniel, well, that's a lot of Forgotten Land. I still gotta play the game for the first time. I still have to buy the game. You care there's nothing about online? Yeah, I actually looked on YouTube. Like, no one has made a History of Sonic Team video. So there is an opening there. But I don't know if it's a very desirable opening. I think that opening is there because nobody wants to make that video. And normally that's where I slide in. But the pinball video was also an opening, and nobody cared. Do I play RPGs or JRPGs? A couple of them. Persona, what's it called? Valkyria Chronicles, Bug Fables. It's not Japanese, but close enough. But generally, RPGs are not my kind of thing. I could try Better Call Saul, a lot more different. I could, but I also have a bunch of stuff already lined up to watch, so I'm not, like, dying for anything. Do I like SRPGs like Fire Emblem? I've never really played strategy RPGs much. Would I ever do a drawing stream? No, I can't draw for shit. Persona 4, who is best girl? Okay. So with Persona, everyone's always talking about the waifus and the best girl and shit, right? But when I finally played the Persona games, I got into Persona when Persona 5 came out, but I played Persona 3, 4, and 5 back to back, which was months. And it was really awesome and really fun. But playing through those games, like, I get why, but the waifu shit is such a minor part of why I like Persona. Like, I'm much more invested in the main story and the themes and the characters. And, like, the waifu shit is not a big deal to me at all. And that's all people ever fucking talk about is waifu, waifu, waifus. It's like, fuck that, man. The main stories are way more interesting. But, if you want to know, my Persona 4 waifu is Rise. She is best girl. People are horny. I know that. Bro hates the social links? No, I love the social links. Social links are great. It's just the particular ones about the girls you get to romance. I just enjoy the good character stories. What are my thoughts on the cinematic masterpiece that is Tails got trolled? Never read it, actually. Chie fans rise up. Chie is cool, but Rise is definitely the best character, first of all. Secondly, she's voiced by Rie Kugamiya, who's one of my favorite voice actresses. The waifus barely matter. Anyway, my favorite is, yeah, exactly, Sonic White. You know who my favorite Persona 3 girl is? One you can't even romance. It's Aegis. I think Aegis is a super fascinating character. Like, as a robot character, they explore some interesting things with her tied to the main themes of Persona 3. It's so good. I love Aegis. Mitsuru? What are you on about, Jalen? No. But as far as the romanceable options in Persona 3, I went with Fuka was her name, I think. I don't even remember. It was so long ago. But the shy girl with the like cyan hair. Subsonic Sparkle. Here's the thing. That is exactly when I got into anime, and I loved the shows in which she was her main tsundere character. That's what made me fall in love with Rie Kugamiya. Ever since that, I've always liked her and stuff. Yeah, and she barely does tsundere characters nowadays. She's in Street Fighter. She plays Lily, which was really surprising, but I'm like, cool, fuck yeah. Literally made me want to play Lily just because she's voiced by Rie Kugamiya. Even Louise, yes, I was a fucking teenager and I was just getting into anime. I didn't have taste at the time. Will I play Persona 1 and 2? I definitely want to. I just haven't had time yet. Akechi is best P5 girl. Who did I romance in P5? Oh yeah, I romanced the teacher. I remember my feelings with the Persona 5 romances was like, forget the girls, it's all about the women of Persona 5. That's where it's really at. Creepy? I mean, I guess it's kind of creepy because you play as a teenager, but isn't it kind of creepy for us as adults to creep on teenagers when we're playing these games? I think of the playable girls, I want to say Haru was the one that grabbed me the most. I think that was her name. The very girly girl that you get like toward the end of the game. I liked her a lot. Prize gonna get canceled? Hey, that's every anime fan, man. When you just joined the stream too, we're talking about Persona waifus, Boiled Walrus. I haven't played Persona 5 Tactics, but I kind of want to give it a shot. Also, Persona 5 Strikers looks cool. I haven't played any, what is it called? The Warriors games, the Musos. But I want to try Age of Calamity and Persona 5 Strikers. Mainly for, like, story purposes, honestly. Probably got canceled already for not praising SA2 enough. No, I'm gonna get super canceled when I talk about the movies and the comics and Frontiers, even though I like Frontiers. I have a lot of criticisms for it. That'll be the end of me. What would I want from a new Sonic anime? Give the rights to Trigger and say, do whatever you want. That's what I want. Also, I don't praise X enough? Well, I'll praise X plenty when I make videos about it. Videos. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about with, Sonic X. I might have to break it into parts. We'll see. Literally would fund Trigger Sonic anime. Yeah, Trigger's done Kickstarters for their shit before. I would back that. Does Trigger even like Sonic? I don't know. Probably, maybe. Yeah. The point is, I think they could do it well. P5 has the better gameplay, but P4 has the better everything else. P4 is my least favorite of the three. Persona 3 was my favorite. Gameplay-wise, 5 is clearly the best one, but I love the story and characters of 3 the most. Well, good luck, Eli. You have no obligation to give me money. That's fine. Do whatever. Am I doing Spider Mondays? I don't know what that is. Is this some sort of trend with Spider-Man? No. I like how they brought more SMT elements in to make getting personas more streamlined. In 5, yeah, everything is more streamlined in 5. Re-releasing all the films each Monday, which ones would I be likely to see if I had to? Wait, what? Re-releasing? What do you mean? Like, is everybody just watching Spider-Man movies on Mondays? I don't do no fucking stupid trend bullshit. Oh, they're coming back in theaters? I mean, I don't like to go to movie theaters. I much prefer to watch stuff at home. Well, Chatty, that's what the Persona 3 remake is for, which I've not played, but I want to check it out. I kind of do miss the 2000s-ness of Persona 3. Now it's got that modern, slick Persona art style from 5, and it looks great, but there was something nice about like the shitty, low-budget animated sequences from Persona 3 that felt very of the time and matched the edgy stylings of Persona 3. You imagine I'd be a pro Raimi film guy? I am. The Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are glorious. I love Sam Raimi in general. I love Evil Dead. I like even some of his more obscure stuff he's done, like Drag Me to Hell. Sam Raimi's great. Those Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are amazing. Not 3, though. Nah, fuck that. 3 is fucking hilarious. That movie has so much stupid shit in there. I think that movie is so fucking funny. What about Darkman? Yeah, Darkman's not bad. Spider-Man 1 is actually my favorite of the movies. They weren't shitty. They were on budget because Atlas was on bankruptcy. That's what I mean. Like, they're clearly low-budget, rushed animations in Persona 3. And it's kind of charming in a way, you know? Maybe that's part of the reason I didn't feel the Sonic Superstars intro was as bad as everyone else did. I'm used to watching, like, rushed, kind of low-budget, shitty-looking anime. I kind of like it in a weird way. You only rewatched Spider-Man 3 for the opening fight scene? Bruh, the funniest fucking thing that I have laughed to in a long time was when I rewatched those movies with my sister, and fucking the scene when Peter starts dancing. We were dying of laughter. It's so fucking funny. I do like Sonic X. That's true, but Sonic X is, like, too bad. It just straight up looks bad a lot of the time. Sonic X is, its production value is very low. And the piano playing he was doing, that scene is hilarious. I don't remember that. It's been a while since I watched the movie. I can make a video breaking down the story of the second Marvel Spider-Man game. The thing is, I don't give a shit about that game, and I'm sure it has whatever, nothing, garbage story that... Who cares? Because it's one of them Sony games, and they're all like that. Yeah, definitely right, Subsonic Sparkle. Like, when Digimon looks good compared to your show, that's a problem. I was thinking about Digimon recently, because I watched it, like, sporadically here and there as a kid. But the premise of Digimon, as, like, kids go into the computer and they each have their little companion monster friend, and they're, like, wandering around and trying to figure out a way out. There's a lot of potential there for something cool. I assume the show is, like, not that good, but has some charm. I might look at some Digimon stuff in the near future. We'll see. I didn't like the first Insomniac game? No, I played it for, like, 6 hours, and I thought it was boring as fuck. What Sonic game do I like talking about the most? Pass? The first 3 Digimon shows are good. Frontier is mid as fuck. That's the one where they're like high schoolers, right? I put that on a while ago, and it was not good. You mean half of Insomniac Spider-Man is automated? Yeah, I was watching a playthrough of the game, and, like, the Insomniac Spider-Man games basically have, like, 3 or 4 types of gameplay that it just cycles you through. There's swinging around the city, which is mostly just to get to waypoints, which can be fun, but it's very shallow and probably gets old eventually. Then there's the combat, which is not super interesting compared to many action games I've played. It's got some surprising amounts of depth to it for the kind of game that it is, but still not enough substance to keep me interested. There's the stealth gameplay, which is, like, the most embarrassing garbage baby stealth I've ever seen. And then it has, like, the hacking puzzle minigames, which is stupid. And that's all the game is, and it's just rearrange those types of gameplay in a different order over and over and over and over while you watch boring-ass generic cutscenes of this generic video game story. That was my opinion of the first Spider-Man game. It really makes you feel like Spider-Man? Doesn't it really make you feel like Batman? Ultra-realistic web swinging? What does that mean? You can't control yourself in the air. You have to swing. They fixed the swinging in Spider-Man 2. Define fix the swinging, because, like, I've played Titanfall 2. I've played real swinging, where you get to manually aim, and you get to control the effects of how you swing in all the ways, and it's super complex and cool and fun, and I don't give a shit about hold the button and you'd swing. It's actually momentum-based. Yeah, that was something I did notice in the first one, is that there are, like, really aggressive speed caps that make the swinging really lame. The fucking tie-in games for Spider-Man 2 and 3 had better swinging. They were kind of more fun to me. I played Spider-Man 2 for a bit. Is the biggest strength of Frontiers the lore, Chatty? I don't agree with that at all. Have I played Kid Icarus Uprising? I played it for a bit, and then I kind of got bored. Rail shooters are not really something that hold my attention. Spider-Man 2 was a Simpsons hit-and-run tier fluke, but it had the fun swinging. That makes it a good game, Subsonic Sparkle. That's how it works. Oh, you're talking about Digimon Frontiers. Gotcha. When you just say Frontiers in this neck of the woods, you should expect that people are going to assume Sonic. Spider-Man fans with swinging is the true definition of only plays one version of that thing and thinks it's the best thing ever. Yeah, anyone who thinks that Spider-Man has, like, Spider-Man 2 for PS5 has the best swinging ever should play Cyberhook. Now that's a swinging game. Am I going to watch Deadpool 3? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I did like the first Deadpool. Second one was okay. But also, I kind of don't give a shit about superhero movies anymore. If I hear it's really, really good, maybe. We'll see. Later, some guy. Thanks for stopping by. We'll probably call a stream in a couple minutes. Erdwis is super cool, and it's the only way you play Insomniac Spider-Man. Oh, ultra-realistic web swinging. Is that like a mod or something? Next Shadow Apocalypse story stream coming soon? Maybe. We'll see. This is probably going to be the only stream for this week, because I'm still pretty busy. But I do have a video that I just finished putting together before this stream, so that'll be uploaded probably today, and then you can check it out later tonight on the Patreon Coffee, and then it'll be up tomorrow for public. So look forward to that, everybody. Favorite Kirby game? Triple Deluxe. Chatty, still talking about Digimon. The, like, main touchstone for me is, with Digimon is the movie, which I think was just, like, a bundle of a couple of OVAs, right? But, because it was done by Morio Kishimoto, and I watched that as a kid, and it really stuck with me for some reason. There was, like, some really stark, kind of weird stuff in there, with, like, the virus Digimon that's, like, destroying the internet, and then all the people around the internet in the world coming together, power of friendship, anime shit. And I know that Morio Kishimoto then went on to do Summer Wars, which is basically like a remake of that, but he's like, now I can do it with all that stupid Digimon shit. What about the first Pokemon movie with Mewtwo? I never watched that, actually. I saw like bits and pieces of it, but I want to watch it for research purposes for another video I'm working on, because obviously Mewtwo was quite influential to Shadow. Have I played the Anton Blast demo? No, but I do want to pick up the game because it looks cool. Oh, did I say Morio Kishimoto? I mean, not, it's just, bleh. What's his name? Hosoda Mamoru. That's the guy's name that did the Digimon movie, OVAs, whatever, and then did Summer Wars and, like, Wolf Children and stuff. Sonic has infected my brain. I can't get it out. Sweet, why on earth would you assume that I have played Mother? I've said many a time on this stream that I don't play RPGs. Terminal Sonic Brain Tumor? Well, it'll be out once I make those 30 videos, and then I'll be done. Well, that's true. But I did try to play Earthbound and Mother 3, and they just didn't grab me, really. I'll play an RPG if Sonic is in it? I mean, that's not necessarily true. I tried to play Chronicles, and it was fucking awful. So we're clear. Hosoda gave us Summer Wars, Kishimoto gave us Frontiers. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is controversial, but I did not like Summer Wars at all. I was not a fan of that movie. I really liked Wolf Children. I liked Boy with the Beast, but I did not like Summer Wars. Not Boy with the Beast. What's it called? Is it called Boy and the Beast? I think that's what it was called. That's okay, Sweet. I don't need all the inspirations completely. RPGs are just too slow-paced. Too slow-paced, and also, honestly, a lot of them I don't think have very interesting gameplay. Turn-based combat is something that, especially in the video game space, has been so static for so long, and a lot of games don't really do very interesting things to spice it up. Board games can have much better turn-based combat because game design is more highly valued in board games. You need a game to be good in order for it to sell. Favorite board games? My favorite board game is Cosmic Encounter. That game is some fucking nonsense, and it's hilarious. I really like Ethnos is a very good game. I like Quest. I recently picked up Blood on the Clock Tower. That's a cool social deduction game. My friends and I have been playing a lot of Evolution. That's a fun game. Oh, I picked up Memoir 44. Been playing that with friends. That game is super good. I'm terrible at it, but it's very fun. I got lots of board games. I got like a collection of like 40-something board games. I have game nights pretty regularly with my friends. It's a good time. I would recommend playing board games. It really opens your eyes to how bad the game design in a lot of video games is. Do I say it's because the process of automating a lot of the calculations and processing involved in tabletop RPGs makes it feel more passive for me? No, it's that the game design is not as good in a lot of video games. What about tabletop games? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Board games, card games, shit like that. Mario Party is so fun. I mean, Mario Party is a great time. Mario Party is a whole bunch of bullshit, but it's great. TCGs? I don't play any TCGs. I refuse because of their disgusting business model. Oh, you mean like D&D? You mean RPGs? I've been playing one with friends, a Star Wars RPG. I forget what it's called, like Edge of the Empire or something like that. It's been pretty fun. I was actually thinking about maybe trying to DM my own campaign, but not D&D. I'm less interested in like the combat-oriented RPGs. I'm more interested in like storytelling, role-playing focused RPGs. A lot of board games are usually win by chance. I mean, bad board games. I mean, there's randomness in a lot of board games, but most of them are just focused on being fun. At least the ones I play. CMJ, if you don't play board games, when I say board games, I'm not talking about fucking Monopoly and Risk, and those games suck. There are real board games that are good, but they're not nearly as popular. I seem like a Vampire the Masquerade guy. I've never played it. I've only played the one Star Wars RPG with friends. The one that I'm looking at that I want to possibly run for a campaign is a game called Wildsea. It looks like it has a really fun setting, and it's got some interesting, cool story mechanics. And it looks fun. It looks cool. It's like a post-apocalypse, but like nature has taken over the world. Like the entire world is covered in giant trees, and there is an ocean of leaves that you can't get to the ground because it's just gigantic fucking trees, and people sail ships on the ocean of treetops. And animals have been like mutated into weird ass fucking monsters and shit. It's a cool setting, cool scenario. I like it. Have I ever played Osu? Yes, I have. What's it called? It is called the Wildsea. Or just Wildsea. That's like if the Pirate and Jungle World from Sonic Prime combined. It's always gotta go back to Sonic. It's always about Sonic. Best rhythm game? I mean, I'm not super versed in the realm of rhythm games. I've only played a handful. The ones I've liked is obviously the Project Diva games are very good. Demo, Cetus, or Citus, however it's pronounced. The Rayark games, some of their games are good. Some of them are bad. Best rhythm game is Sekiro. That is basically a rhythm game. You're not wrong. It could be a Resident Evil stream and Sonic would come up somehow. Oh, it definitely would. Absolutely. Have I played D&D? I have not. Honestly, I'm really not interested in it because it's like super like combat heavy, which is less interesting to me. And I do not give a flying shit about generic high fantasy elves and orcs and all that crap. I am so done with that stuff. Anytime I see a game or a movie or a show or anything that has fucking dwarves running around, I immediately check out. Favorite action game? DMC 5. Do I go to arcades with my friends? There are no arcades kilometers per minute. This is not the 90s. Yeah, exactly, Chatty. It's just so done to death, and I do not give a fuck. If I see like a dude wearing generic fantasy armor and someone's shooting out some magical fucking pixie dust that's purple and there's a laser coming out, I don't give a flying fuck. Like that, there was the D&D movie that came out a while ago, right? And my sister saw it and she was like, oh, it's really good. You should go see it. And I'm like, I don't want to. I don't fucking care. What about Dungeon Meshi? Haven't watched it. Probably won't watch it because it's generic fantasy shit. Especially in fucking anime and light novels, especially. It's just become fucking horrific with all the isekai crap. So much generic high fantasy garbage. I can't fucking stand it. Fucking, I'm a this in a fantasy world, or that, or oh my god, it's so bad. I play Genshin Impact? No, Genshin Impact is just Breath of the Wild with loot boxes. I'll just play Breath of the Wild. What about Konosuba? I did not care for Konosuba. But it's good though, read it, it's so cute. I mean, I will look at some fantasy stuff here and there, but it has to really stand out. And I don't know anything about Dungeon Meshi. Steam has a Sonic game sale. What Sonic games should you get? Mania, Generations, Superstars if you're feeling it. Starting life as a Kit Kat in another world. Yeah, basically. This is so bad. Alright, dudes. I'm gonna call the stream there. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. Sonic Rivals games are good. Give them a try. Like I said, I have a video up later tonight on the Patreon and Coffee. It'll be up tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to stream again next, but I will at some point, eventually, when I feel like it. Bye-bye.